Hey, thanks for checking out my video. This is going to be a quick top 10 Frostblades uh, mistakes video. I'm going to talk about the 10 things people ask me about the most that you can fix easily. But the short version is, yeah, your gear sucks or you're doing something wrong. All right, here we go. Refer to my video from last league if you want a full guide on the build. It's the same, the build's the same except it doesn't have shock immunity anymore. Number one, Trinity. I get this question asked of me more than like every other question combined. Okay. When you high hit with elemental damage, you proc resonance of the other two elements. Okay. You only need two elements to proc Trinity fully, not three. Okay. So a cold hit will proc the fire and lightning parts. So Frostblades, the cold damage, procs the lightning and the fire part. You only need something to proc the cold part. Okay. In the beginning of the game, when you're leveling and before you get Heat Shiver, you're going to use Wrath and lightning damage to proc the cold part. Okay. But then once you get Heat Shiver, you're going to go full cold and fizz, and then you're going to freeze with Heat Shiver, and that fire damage from Heat Shiver will proc the cold part. And that's it. When you're using Wrath, if you're not proccing Trinity, it's because you don't have enough lightning damage. If your lightning damage and your cold damage look like this, it's not going to work because you're never going to hit higher with your lightning damage than your cold damage. You need to have a higher range like this so that sometimes your lightning damage will hit highest. So fix your lightning damage here. Level up your Wrath more or get more lightning damage on your Claw. Once you put on Heat Shiver, if you're not proccing Trinity, it's because you're not freezing. Your damage sucks. You need a better Claw. You need a Fizz damage Claw. Just get more damage in general, better gems, or you can just put on Southbound. Southbound has 100% increased freeze duration, and then it'll help you freeze very easily. And then as soon as you are freezing, you will proc Trinity. And there you go. That's how it works. That's how Trinity works. Number two, Elusive. This build is carried by Nightblade Elusive Crit Multi. Okay? You get Elusive from Nightblade support. Elusive gives you tons of crit multi. So you need to take this Claw Mastery, and then you need to take this Dagger Wheel right here. My kids are screaming. Sorry, guys. Uh, you take the Dagger Wheel because it has 40% Elusive effect and 40% crit multi for while you're Elusive. So you take the Dagger node, guys. Do not skip the Dagger node. Okay? When your Nightblade, when your Elusive first procs, you're getting like almost 400% crit multi from this for huge burst damage. So don't mess this up. Okay? Get your Elusive stuff. Ice Bite or Added Cold. Awakened Added Cold is better than Ice Bite. You can see here on my setup, it's 28% more damage. Ice Bite is 26% more damage. Okay. Regular Added Cold is not as good as Ice Bite though. Ice Bite is better than regular Added Cold as long as you have 7 Frenzy Charges. Make sure you have both of your extra 2 Frenzy Charges on the tree if you're using Ice Bite. The only way Ice Bite's better is if you have like extra Frenzy Charges from like Ring Implicits or if you're using like additional Frenzy Strike Gloves. Okay. So Added Cold is better. Awakened Added Cold is better. Cluster Jewel. This is an insanely good Cluster Jewel right here, one like this. The way you craft it is with the Harvest Bench. You need to do attack or caster reforges, and that will guarantee the speed mod. Do that until you get increased effect or percent damage, and then you exalt and annul the other one. And then you can try to exalt on another mod, a fourth mod. Maybe you get strength, chaos resist, whatever you can get. To switch to the Cluster Jewel, you're going to need some points. I recommend you be like at least level 95 before you do this. Uh, you can drop this attack speed wheel right here. You can drop these 4 points right here, and you can drop the additional strike points right here. You need to also have +2 strike gloves to do this. If you don't have +2 strike gloves, you probably shouldn't drop this wheel. But if you do, that's 5 free points right there. So there you go. That's 5, 9, 10, 11, 12 points right there. That's what you drop. Okay. Number 5, bad claws. When you switch to Heat Shiver, you need to have as much cold damage as possible. So you want a Fizz and Cold Claw, because all your Fizz is getting converted to cold. Make sure you have 100% conversion. Make sure you have this mastery right here. This is the kind of claw you want here. Fizz, Fizz, Cold, with attack speed and crit. Okay, if you have a claw like this, with fire or lightning damage prefixes, and without Fizz damage, this is bad. Okay, this is super mediocre. You're going to struggle with freezing, and your damage is going to feel bad. Okay, so get a call like this. Number 6, Suppression. you want 100% suppression, but it is acceptable to rely on lucky suppression mastery or the 10% on full life node, which is right here. But if you do that, I recommend you take the lucky mastery. So if you're at 90% or 95%, take the lucky mastery, and that will pretty much effectively make you 100% suppress capped. You only need to get 38% from gear though. You get 62% from the tree, so it's pretty easy to suppress cap. Brittle. Okay, you get 3% base crit from Brittle or more. It's about 25% more crit. I think it's fine to use Brittle. If you get a 4 or 5 second roll on your boots, everything will die in that time anyway. You can put down Brittle by just walking or with Whirling Blades, but Frostblink does not put Brittle down. Okay, so you have to Whirling Blades or walk like before you start a boss fight or something. If you don't want to use Brittle, you need about 250% increased crit from somewhere else to crit cap. Fitting the auras. To run all 4 auras, including precision, all you need is the mana mastery here and this wheel right here. That's it. But your precision must be level 1 or 2 or maybe 3, depending on how much mana you have. If you level up your precision, you're going to have 0 mana. With level 1 or 2 or so, you should have about 50 mana or so. You can use this life mastery here to make your mapping feel a little smoother, so you're not running out of mana when you're frost blinking and stuff. If you get a helmet chant for reservation efficiency, you can level up your precision a little more to give you more accuracy and crit. But this is all you need. You don't need a shield reservation mod or an enlighten or anything else. This is it. To hit cap, you need to be hit capped. To hit cap, you can just get one very high glove mod, like 580 plus tier 1. I have a whole video on how to craft gloves on my channel you can check out. Level 12 precision, which you can get with a helmet enchant, a reservation enchant. A source of blind, which you can get from tattoos now, or a claw veiled mod, or an abyss jewel. Blinding an enemy lowers their evasion, which gives you more accuracy. And then you need this attack speed accuracy wheel on the tree with the close range mastery. The close range mastery is the best one. Okay, this will hit cap you if you have all this stuff. But if you can't afford to get a high enough glove mod or a helmet chant, you can just take the crit accuracy wheel on the tree also, or you can use a tattoo or an ice golem, or just get some more accuracy somewhere else like on a ring to hit cap. But make sure you're hit capped. And last, number 10, staying alive. Okay, this is how you stay alive. You need to have high chance to evade. Make sure you have fortify in your chest, or you can get it from a tattoo now. Make sure you have attack speed on your claw because you're going to be getting a lot of leech and life on hit from a high attack speed claw. Make sure you're suppression capped. Make sure you have +2 strikes. You can get one from the tree early on until you can get the +2 on the glove and pierce. So you can freeze the entire screen and then you won't get hit. Make sure you have all the elusive effect nodes that I talked about earlier because elusive gives you a chance to avoid damage. Make sure you have some life on your gear so you have a little bit more than 3k. You don't want to be at like 2.5k life or you're going to get one shot way more often. Get Chaos Res on your gear. There's plenty of room to get it on all these items here, so get Chaos Resist. And then don't stand still. When you play, you need to be like whirling blazing around a lot. Don't just stand there and stand still, because you will die if you stand still. And then use a shield so you have a little bit of block as like a last like buffer. And there you go. That's the video. If you have more questions, you can refer to my guide where I cover everything in more detail. I'll link it in the description. Thanks a lot. Subscribe to my channel. Check out my streams. I'm streaming right here on YouTube sometimes. I hope you guys are having fun with Frostblades. If you have more questions, stop by and ask me there, or you can just leave a comment below. So yeah, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.